Hello and welcome to the Bottoms Corner podcast. I'm your host, Architect, and I'm joined by my other lovely hosts. This is when you gotta introduce
I'm
yourself.
Jekyll. Hello.
Bagel.
Yes, and this is the Bottoms Corner podcast. As you can tell, we are very professional.
No,
As you can obviously tell.
we're not. This started off as a bit, you know.
Yeah.
It was just kind of we talked a lot about cyberpunk,
Yeah.
because our
And how it should be more gayer, as
Yeah.
it should be.
just kind of more expressive on the bisexuality of romanceable characters. You know, I feel like
Yeah.
that would have just been a better player choice. You know, like if they updated that with the 2.0 version, I'm almost certain they would have been voted best continuation of a game and player choice.
Labor
Yeah,
of
beat
love
up
or
that
something.
fucking game No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky, I've been meaning to try it, honestly. I bought it. Well, I didn't buy it. Somebody gifted it to me. And I've been wanting to try it for like a long time. Never got into it. Every time I see an update, I was like, ooh, okay, I'll play it this week. And I never do.
How do people do it, though? I wonder, with the whole podcast thing. My brain's kind of all over the place, but how do people be funny? How does one become the funny?
We just
'Cause I don't understand that.
we just gotta like pull out our inner white man, you know?
I don't know.
No,
I
because
think we're missing a wild card. We
We-
need like someone that's a complete wild card and just says the most random shit ever conceived by man.
yeah, because now we're just having a discussion about two video games that nobody cares about anymore.
And
Fucking
people don't want that. They want fucking weird shit. They want to hear about your weirdest desires and weirdest things you've ever done or witnessed in your life.
I mean, that's why
And
we
we
If
don't
call
we're
know
here,
that.
that would be much easier.
No,
Yeah.
no. Why are we the bottom's corner? Is the question.
Well, some chuckle fuck decided, oh well, I can't make it until like 10. So let's
No.
all just start recording before Zach comes in, the other co-host.
Yeah, because I don't have enough shit. Because people are trying to sleep, and as much as I'd love to stay up forever and talk, they don't like that. They don't appreciate that, and it's pretty fucked up.
My neighbors
I'm not
hate
gonna
me.
lie. No.
Oh no! We were playing some Lethal Company, and I am a massive pussy at that game. Like I can't handle that shit, and I think I have like at least over 100 hours on that game, just be playing with friends.
Mhm.
It is like Thumper terrifies the shit out of me because it is just a stomping sound getting louder and louder and closer to you. That shit is terrifying to me. And then you get the Bracken where I have to be a fucking schizo and constantly look behind me. And when we were trying to find the fire exit, we were all playing together. We were trying to find the fire exit because we picked up the apparatus, and Architect was leading the charge, while also trying to like cast the Bracken back, but he kind of pushed a little too hard and got killed for it, thus ending a big scramble of just both of us just freaking the fuck out.
I just wanted a hug from the big buff plant person. Like, what did you expect? I just wanted it.
Yeah. And,
What's wrong with that?
well,
What do you got against that? It's pretty fucked up.
it killed you, and
Yeah.
I didn't felt so safe anymore.
And yeah, well, I mean,
like it was.
have you seen the Bracken?
Well, it wasn't gonna take
Have
me
you
to
seen
his
him?
dick sucking room.
Are you sure about that? You don't know for sure. You didn't die. You wouldn't know.
I did
You don't
die.
know for sure.
I threw myself at him because I was so sick. I was so
Oh.
sick of being in the corner for so long. Because after Zach died, I was screaming. I was screaming so loud that I heard pounding on my neighbor's walls because it was like 3 in the morning. And I was just
Oh
like,
my-
and then I just heard.
Shut up! I'm trying to sleep.
Yeah. Yeah, your neighbors must love you, screaming at the top of your lungs. Must be pretty nice out in Spain.
They ain't got nothing on me.
I just remember us doing Lethal Company and going around calling Zoc gay, just around the whole fucking cave system. I still have a clip of that. It was very funny.
Yeah,
he just like,
you're gay. You're gay.
Gay. And it's just so, oh god, I fucking love Lethal Company.
Yeah, editor, put
Talk
that
about a
clip
great
on the
game.
podcast right now so we can see it.
I don't want to be. I don't want to be struck down.
Bro. What the fuck are they talking about?
It's a thing from.
Away from me, you weirdo. Get the fuck away from me.
Don't worry about it.
What are you? What are you then?
I think you're a gay dad. You're a gay dad. You're a gay dad.
You're a
I think
gay
he's a
dad.
gay dad.
I think you're gay dad.
You're
You're gay
gay.
dad.
You're gay dad. You're gay.
You're gay. You're gay. You're gay. 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 You can't escape the gay.
Accept your fate.
Jekyll, when's the last time you robbed a Target?
Oh yeah.
What the
Have you ever
fuck?
heard about how? Okay. I did work at Target for like 3
I've
days.
never robbed a
and,
Target.
It was not a great experience, but from what I heard, is they are very they keep track of like who's stealing what very well, and they will just take it to the point where they'll let you steal from them up until you reach $1,000 worth of stolen merchandise, and then they'll actually come for you. And they will, like, they have like these really good investigators that literally the police use to find people just so they can get more money out of you, so they can make it like a higher degree of theft. Like it's more like grand theft or whatever the fuck.
Grand Theft Auto.
It's grand but don't steal from Target. They will find you. It's you definitely don't want to do that. I mean, typically we don't want to encourage people from stealing, but especially not from Target. Especially not from
Fellas,
Target.
don't listen to Architect. Fuck the corporation. Steal from Walmart. Steal from Target. And you know what? Let's throw in a curveball. Steal from Riot Games. Just go into their office and just start taking their computers. They're really good computers.
The Bottoms Corners podcast does not endorse what Bagel is saying and should not and will not be held up in the court of law.
I think League of
Just so
Legends
you
should
know.
burn in hell. So we should all start a.
This is endorsed by the Bottoms Corner podcast.
We should
This
all
is.
storm the Riot Games. The Riot Games headquarters.
Yeah, totally. We need Arcane Season 3.
This is
now.
stupid. We've just been
Give.
talking for
Don't worry about it. This is a podcast. This is a professional podcast where we talk about things.
Yeah, we totally know what we're doing.
It's definitely a lot more interesting than White Man Podcast number 57,353.
This is just a white man podcast.
Yes, but this is Gay White Man Podcast.
I'm pretty sure this
number
is just White Man
52,
We haven't
Podcast.
even
which makes us
talked
a
about,
lot more original.
We haven't even talked about any gay shit.
Yeah, but that's because we were waiting for fucking Zach to show up, and he hasn't showed up because he's late, and I don't fucking know where Zach's at.
Oh my.
Also known as Space Cadet. No, I don't know. I don't know where he's at. I don't know what he's doing. He's supposed to be here by now, and it's been like an hour. Oh, okay. So now we got an update from Space Cadet on why he's not here, and apparently he's waiting for his Uber. Yippee!
Oh man.
We love Uber. I'm a big fan of Uber, and I don't think that they are a horrible company, and definitely worth every single penny that you pay for an Uber ride.
See, Uber is very rare in Europe because there has been like a massive protest when Uber was trying to get into the worldwide space. A lot of taxi drivers, at least this is like coming from Spain, massive protests because it loses a lot of jobs for people who make a living off driving taxis all over the city. So switching that to Uber was like, I think it's still there. However, it is now more Uber Eats than just fucking whatever whatever you have back in the States.
Like in terms of like driving, like the Uber stuff, we have Uber, there's Lyft. I can't remember. I think those are the only two I can think of. I mean, there's like taxi services, but like
you can use
who uses
Postmates.
those. Oh well, if you're talking about that, there's like Uber Eats, DoorDash,
No.
Grubhub.
No. You can use
fucking,
Postmates as a taxi service.
What?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? No, you can't.
Yes, you
It's
can. You can. No, listen.
No.
Yes, you can. Look, all I'm saying is that if you're at the restaurant and you're just like, hey, I need to get back home, and I can, just order the Postmates. The guy will come pick up your food and just be like, hey, I'm actually the guy. Can you drive me home?
Oh my god. Tell me you did not do that to someone. Tell me you did not force someone to drive you home. Oh my god.
Let's just say it was really late. I just came back from the theater, like watching Everything Everywhere All at Once, and it was past midnight. So there were no buses available. I couldn't get any Ubers, but there was a Panera Bread like across the street. So I went to there. I opened Postmates, and some guy was just he came in, and I'm just like, "Hey man, I'm the one who ordered, but I have no way of getting home. Can you just drive me home, please? I'll give you like a big tip. Like, I don't know if this is legal or not, but I really
How
need
much
to
of a
get
tip
home."
did you give him?
I think it was like $100. I gave him 100 for that. Just it's kind of. I don't think they're really allowed to do that. So they were really chill.
No.
He was really chill about it. And I was just talking to him. I was like, yeah, dude, I've been trying to get an Uber or a Lyft for like the past hour and a half. And I couldn't do that. But apparently this fucking Panera Bread or some fucking restaurant was open. And I could still get an order from there.
Bro, you're lucky you did not get kidnapped. That is like so like I mean that was very nice of the person to give you a lift and like literally drive you home even though you ordered Postmates.
Yeah, I was eating in that car just like
You were eating in the car while he's driving you back. Oh my god. Oh my god.
It would have been so funny.
That would have been so awkward.
Hey man, thanks for taking me. Do you mind if I eat? I'm really hungry.
Do you mind if I'm just gonna eat in your car.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't have any napkins. I'm just gonna don't worry about it. I'm just gonna I'll leave a mess. I'll clean up a mess before I get out of the car.
So the lesson here is that if you don't have an Uber available to you, see if you can get DoorDash, you know? DoorDash,
no,
Postmates.
get Postmates,
Uber
DoorDash.
Eats.
Fuck that. No.
Listen, it varies on country to country.
It varies on
state to state.
quality of driving from your DoorDash or Postmates driver.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
And you know, sometimes if you're really nice, you can borrow their car.
Jesus. Do you have any wild stories, Jekyll, that come to mind?
Well, to be honest, I lead a very boring life. So, I suppose I could bring up the one story recently where, so during my day job is working at a movie theater and as a floor staff. So, I'm working either concessions or I'm working either like cleaning up theaters and whatnot. So, in my last shift, I'm working concessions that night. My manager comes up to me and the other concessions person, and we have a bunch of promotional merch from days and months gone by from like previous movies that were in theaters, like Nosferatu and the Lord of the Rings one.
Nobody.
But we also have a
movie.
collection
Why
of
would you watch
Borderlands
the
bottles
Borderlands
that nobody's
movie?
gonna buy because nobody
I was
wants
so
to.
tempted. You know, on my flight back from the States, like
Yeah,
Delta has
so-
like a shit ton of movies that you can watch.
Yeah,
and
so-
Borderlands was one of them. I was seriously just like, shit, am I that fucked up to watch it?
Man, I would not want to be able to sit through that movie. That sounds boring as shit.
Like,
it sounds awful. No.
you don't want to listen to it with the shitty ass earpods that they give you before the flight.
No, yeah, totally. Yeah, I'd love to see Eli Roth's amazing vision of Borderlands brought to the big screen on my airplane flight back to Europe. That sounds like a great time. It'd be a quick way to fall asleep, that's for sure. I'm sure the quality of that movie is so fucking good. God, why? Borderlands is just a franchise that you really shouldn't adapt. But they really wanted to, because they really wanted the Guardians of the Galaxy, but they couldn't afford it because...
I fucking hate the CEO of Gearbox so goddamn much. How come?
Randy Pitchford?
Yeah.
The guy who beat up the voice actor for fucking Claptrap?
Yeah.
In the fucking elevator?
What is wrong with him? In the elevator?
Yeah, from what I heard.
Oh my god,
yeah.
Randy Pitchford did an Evangelion scene.
Dude's a menace. He's not a good person. I don't know how CEOs like him still exist, but apparently they do. God, what a great CEO. I can't wait for Borderlands 4, whatever the fuck number they're on now. I can't wait to see Claptrap shit out bullets in the video game to make a reference to the movie. You remember that amazing, brilliant scene that they leaked online?
You want to see a magic trick? And is Randy Pitchford deleting all the terabytes of porn in his work computer?
You'll never get rid of me.
Yes, please.
Yeah, you can tell your story now. No.
Anyways, I was gonna continue the story. So we have a bunch of... Yeah, I have a bunch of... You're all good. We have a bunch of Borderlands bottles that nobody's gonna buy, so... my manager just comes up to me and my coworker, and he's just like, you know what? We're selling them for cheaper. They're bigger than the small bottles we have at our theater, so he just tells us, you know what? We're gonna sell them for dirt cheap, and...
Yeah.
Even if they're bigger than the smalls, tell customers
I know it was mentioned this when you were telling us
they get free
before, but
refills. Because we really need to get with these bottles.
I've worked probably 10 or so different jobs ever since I moved back to Ohio. But I worked at Cinemark for a bit. I don't know if you guys have Cinemarks where you live at, but
I've heard of it.
Yeah.
I've heard of it.
Yeah. So I worked at Cinemark, and it's an all right theater. I liked going there before I worked there. And I was like, it'd be interesting to work at a theater. And no, it fucking doesn't. Fuck Cinemark. God, they won't even let you get drinks, like free drinks, like when you work there. They don't want you touching their cups. They don't want you touching their food. They'll give you a discount for the stuff, but not really a great discount. They want you buying their shit. Working those god-awful nights. This is, I worked there right around the time No Way Home came out. Spider-Man No Way Home, the big fucking Spider-Man event that the MCU had.
We know. Oh, this is for the audience. Hey, if you haven't watched Spider-Man No Way Home, you can watch it on Disney Plus.
Spoilers, or on any illegal website that you know of. I will tell you what it is.
We're not advocating or condoning.
I'm not giving any specific names, but if you are crafty, you could
that
probably
we are
find
not
them. Regardless,
advocating
this
for.
isn't about that. This isn't out. This isn't about this. That what it is about is, holy shit, there were so many fucking people, and working those shifts, there so many fucking people wanted their popcorns, their fucking jumbo pops, their fucking everything.
Jumbo pops?
And working that shift, like a fucking massive soda that is fucking 64 ounces for their drinks and free refills and all this, and they want their fucking soft pretzels, they want their nachos, all this shit that we have to do running around while there's probably a concession line of 100 people in the lobby, all trying to get concessions before they go see the Spider-Man movie, No Way Home. Yeah, a great movie, by the way. Well, I say great movie. It's all right. Regardless, very fucking stressful working that shift. And we also worked later that night. We worked, normally we get out at The concession closes about 10. We get out at 11. No, not that night. Fuck you. You're working till 2 a.m., motherfucker. This is opening weekend for No Way Home, baby. We need as many people in for as long as we need them. And guess what? You ain't getting paid more. You're just getting more hours. I love movie theaters and how fucking awful they are. Don't go to cinema. Go to any other one. Like, I like their seats, but it's not worth it. Don't go there. Don't do it. Just don't. You're not going to have a good time. Also, they got rid of their, like, a lot of them used to have it where you could actually get refills. Not anymore. You got to buy the large one and you get one. Bro, movie theaters. No wonder why they're dying. Jesus Christ.
Oh man, they were struggling big time when COVID hit. When I came back to the States to see my family, I was over in Seattle and down in the Belltown district there is a Cinerama that I used to go to as a kid. I think I went with my dad to see Guardians of the Galaxy and some other fucking movie I don't remember, but I remember like watching that with my dad, and you know I really enjoyed Cinerama because they got like chocolate covered popcorn, they got a shit ton of like costumes and props and shit from the movie, because apparently the guy who owns it is just a huge fucking collector of movie shit. So he gets a lot of them in auction houses and shit like that, and just puts it in his theater that he just has and owns completely. And when I came back to it, it was a different fucking theater. It had a rebranding and all that. They still got the chocolate covered popcorn, which is, but I was so sad, like, oh no, what the fuck happened? Apparently, the guy who owned all that shit passed away, and so that got spread out to a lot of their extended family. And they were just like, yeah, I don't want this shit. Fucking sell it.
Oh, that's fucking sad. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and it was just, I was just in here, it's like, man, if I was related to that fucker, I would still be running Cinerama. Fuck that.
Yeah, well, that sucks. No. Damn.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I don't know. These just movie theaters just keep clinging on to life with these, like, big movies. Every once in a while, they get one that just makes a shitload of money. Like, there was obviously Barbie and Oppenheimer, fucking, like, occasionally a Marvel movie will make a shitload of money. Guardians of the Galaxy made a decent bet. Avatar, of all fucking things, made a shitload of money. I couldn't believe that. Who the fuck cares?
Yeah, I actually saw that movie when I was in the States.
It's good. I like it.
I went with my
Nosferatu's
brother
doing
and his
well,
friends, and
from what I've heard.
It had like the recliner seats and everything.
It's very good.
But like halfway through the movie, they just jacked up the thermostat and just so it started getting really hot, and it was like on one of the scenes. Have you guys seen it? Spoilers for Nosferatu. It was
fuck you if you haven't seen it yet.
It was one of those scenes where the
I've seen
protagonist lady was like still talking to Nosferatu, and he just like got into the town, and he's like, you have 3 days or I kill everybody you love. Come and fuck me already so we can die.
Yeah.
But like she was like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna tell my husband you can't fuck like he fucks me. And he's like, you know what? I'm fucking going in. So they're fucking, and I'm sweating my ass off. And I
You're really getting into that scene.
yeah,
You're
well,
really feeling
I look
the
over
tension.
and my brother is staring daggers at me. It's like, are you seriously getting horny for this movie? I'm like, it's hot. It's hot in here, man. I am like taking
my
off all
God.
the layers of my, like my jacket, my
You're just
sweater.
stripping right now in the middle of the theater while
I was
fucking.
like taking off my jacket and rubbing my head while that scene was happening.
Bro,
And
I
they're
get
all
no.
staring
Look,
at me, and I'm just like, don't. It's not.
look, I can understand that you're
Ah,
attracted
that's
to Beast
great.
from the X-Men, and he's very hot. But you gotta keep your clothes on. I'm pretty sure that's theater policy there.
Listen,
Nicholas Holt. Yeah.
Are we talking
Nicholas
about
Holt,
the
one that
scene
looks
where,
like he's perpetually sad.
Is it? I don't remember the actor's name. Shoot.
No,
not
I
the
think
one
he's talking
with
about the scene
Dead
Nosferatu.
where
and
Like the-
whoever was
the
playing
girl is
Thomas. Was it
possessed,
that
and he's
scene,
like,
or was
"You
it the one
fuck
with
like
Nosferatu?
does," and he gets fucking. He's like, "Oh yeah," and
Okay.
basically,
steamy
yeah,
sex initiated.
yeah,
And it got so
What a
hot in the
movie.
theater. I'm just like, I need to like lose more clothes. I'm just like slowly removing my socks, unbuckling my pants.
Bro, your brother is fucking like, what the fuck are you doing
Bro,
right
imagine
now?
watching
Why are you-
Nosferatu and you hear a buckle, a belt buckle loosen.
Oh my god. Fuck. I just really wanted to fuck the corpse of Nosferatu. Jesus Christ.
You hear,
He's
like, a
so
zipper?
hot. He's like an undead zombie with that big mustache. He's very cool. Very good. No wonder why Nosferatu's doing so good.
Like that mustache needs a little work. Like I think if
No.
no,
It's perfect.
Listen, I
He
can
lo-
do this. I can do this no problem. I got a lot of saliva built up, so it's just very easy to just strain that out, you know.
Yeah. I think it'd go very well, and you wouldn't end up being drained of all your blood as he humps your body as he removes your
The
blood.
way he fucking sucks your blood through the heart, I was like,
Yeah.
oh my god, oh my
He's giving you
god,
the worst head in
my-
existence.
oh my god, you're
Yeah.
a little zesty, aren't you?
God, what a fucking movie! Holy shit! It's just, if you haven't seen it, go see. I mean, we've spoiled a lot of it, but
I don't.
Man, the movie is something else. I don't know.
I
I
think
don't know what to tell
I
you.
think it's all right, but I feel as though like it just kind of loses its touch, like in the run time. Like I feel the pacing. I thought the pacing and the storytelling was good, but like the character
Yeah.
arcs and shit, I feel like some of them were rushed, or just some of them just didn't have like a good like resolution to them.
Yeah, I would say it just kind of loses its scare factor the more the movie goes on, because at first it's pretty fucking good at keeping that like very horror vibe to it, but it just kind of loses a bit. But I still liked it. I thought it was interesting. Every scene Willem Dafoe is in is fucking brilliant.
Yeah, no.
He is so fucking
He
funny
was-
in the
he
movie.
was
I love
really
him.
funny in that movie. I was laughing my
Yeah.
ass off whenever he was on screen.
I wish he was in it more, but yeah, it is really good. It's a strange movie. Don't expect it to be a full on horror movie if you go see it. It's kind of bits of horror.
it's like
you
like a psychological drama thriller, not a thriller, just
Yeah.
psychological horror drama.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
like after the scare factor comes in, it definitely leaned more into like the drama factor with like
Mhm.
Nosferatu's coming to town. The plague is coming. The plague is coming.
Everyone is dying.
Yeah.
Fucking. It is something. To say it's definitely not as horrifying, but it does not shy away from the gore, which I fucking love. Holy shit. Yeah, I'm not going to spoil it any more than that, but yeah, definitely see it while it's still in theaters while you have the chance, because it is really good. I totally recommend it. But man, yeah, Nosferatu, huh?
That
He really did look like Rasputin.
That-
He really did.
that was a movie.
Yeah.
I remember we were getting off the theater, and the mutuals of my brother's friends were also there. So we got off, and they were basically in the seats in front of us, and like, oh my god, is that you? Holy shit! Hi. Yeah, and they just started talking in a circle, and I'm over here like in the circle, like 6'3" with the jacket on, like I'm putting back my jacket, hands in pockets. I am just very intimidating as
Zipping
fuck.
your pants, putting the belt back on.
I'm tightening my belt outside the theater. Like, whew, that was a workout.
That is Stevie fucking movie you saw there. You just really like Nosferatu a little too much.
One of the ladies that just like noticed me just standing there next to my brother because I wasn't saying anything. I don't know these people. They were just kind of catching up with their mutual. And she's just like, who's he?
What the fuck?
And I'm like,
it was honestly, yeah.
That's my brother. I watched a movie.
I watched a movie. Don't ask me why I'm zipping up my pants right now. Don't do that. Don't ask me.
And as soon as they left, they were just like, bro, you can definitely get in there. You definitely got a chance. Do you see the way she said, who's he? Like you got a shot, man. I got their Snapchat. Do you want their Snapchat? I'm just like, can you fuck off?
Your bro's trying to get you, hook you up. He's looking out for you.
I'm just sitting here like, no, I'm good, thanks. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, very funny. Also, it is crazy seeing how many people want to fuck Nosferatu. He's like just hearing people online talk about Nosferatu. I'm like, what the fuck?
Fucking so many people wanted to fuck that Jeffrey Dahmer movie on Netflix. Like, I am not surprised.
Oh my god. I forgot about that. I was watching a thing recently. I think it was like one of those like actor roundtables or whatever that had what's his face there. He seemed so dead inside. Like, he seemed very depressed, and like whenever they talk about the Dahmer thing, he is like looks so dead inside from doing that. And I'm like, you know what? That's fair. Having to deal with that fucking awful story for Netflix, just talking about the whole Dahmer
terrible person.
Yeah, like I wouldn't want to be associated with it. It's just like, if people are just taking the wrong things away from, like, oh my god, like, this is a real person.
We should really,
this is a real person.
We should really, we should have had Jared Leto star in Jeffrey Dahmer, because he's very into the character. I think he would fit very well.
He'd really go out and kill and fuck the bodies of people. He would really do it for the role. God.
He said the court case, Your Honor. It was for the movie. It was for Netflix.
Listen. I did it for Dahmer. I did it for the Netflix original.
When I get into a piece, I really commit to it. It is not a clock in, clock out for me, Your Honor. I just when I play Jeffrey Dahmer, I need to be Jeffrey Dahmer. What are you doing later?
Yeah. Holy shit. What a fucking... oh boy. Jekyll, what do you want to talk about? Holy fuck. We went on a fucking... everything we fucking talked about. Jesus Christ. And Jekyll's just sitting here listening to us be fucking insane, talking about Nosferatu and how Jared Leto will fuck Nosferatu.
Jekyll, do you have a character that you would see in a movie theater and go like, ooh, oh me, oh my?
You start undressing like fucking bagel in a movie theater because it's too hot. Getting hot. And...
You start lifting up the dress, exposing your thigh.
Oh, fucking hell. Now, this is a real podcast for real fucking devious people.
Yeah, I can talk about the time I went to see Avengers Endgame with a high school friend of mine, and we both took edibles before then.
Oh, really?
I don't know if it's really much of a story, because like only one thing happened, but it was really funny because we were fucking.
Is it gonna turn into a beaver story?
Shut the fuck up.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so we were like, he came over after work and he's like, oh, we should get something to drink. It's like, oh, I got a better idea. You know, we got Avengers Endgame just came out and like we can smoke or take some edibles and head over. And it's like, oh, dude, let's just fucking eat as much cookies as we can.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, well, I mean, I'm pretty good, but he's like 5'8". He's not that tall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
It's a little different when you're shorter and don't have as much body mass.
this motherfucker has a trend of like seeing what I drink, like at a bar, like a pint of Guinness, for example, and he's like 2 pints in and he's out. He's done. He's like fucking faded. But he looks at me and is like, "This is a fucking genius idea. You're a genius. I love you." And it's like, you need to drink some water, and he gets another pint.
Oh my god, Jesus! All right.
So we go.
So you took edibles.
We took some edibles. Just like I think we had like I had like 400 milligrams that day. I think he took the same, probably more, just to see like I got a bigger dick than you. It's like, oh, I sure you do. So we go over, or we're walking over to the theater, and trying to make it as fast as possible before it kicks in. And
oh my god!
Zach,
look who finally arrived!
Fucker, you interrupted my train of thought. What the fuck is wrong with you? Are you recording? So this is Zach. Say hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, this is our fourth host.
You're late.
Zach is very late.
I'll get a better microphone
Very
later.
late.
Also, unfortunately, I have a job.
Yeah, unfortunate for you.
We were making fun of you how much of a Ouija you are.
Yeah, I keep doing it. That's my role in the podcast.
Yeah.
I'm the punching bag. I'm the one that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We got to have one for the podcast. We also need a wild card. We need to find our secret fifth member, whoever the fuck that's
Is Bagel
gonna
not
be.
the wild card? I
Enforce-
assumed he would be.
A little bit, but we need someone that's like spice it up, give it that energy that gets us through the podcast barrier. Really get
Architect
them.
doesn't say something that gets me heated into an argument. But Zach, you really like to say something and it gets me heated, and I'm like, oh, you motherfucker.
Oh, maybe that's it. Maybe that's my role. I'm the one that gets everyone fucking mad.
You just piss people off, which is perfect.
Yeah, so
You just make me want to strangle you. That's it.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what's important about podcasts. That's what's important.
yeah, I think we should just start. We should cut everything out before Zach and just start it from here.
No, it'd be funny to bring
just
me
remove
in.
the whole chunk.
30 minutes.
Yes.
It could work.
Just a whole hour.
It is
worth
just a
of
test after
progress.
all. Also, I swear I'll maybe get
this
a better
is not
mic.
a test. This is the real podcast.
This is the real podcast
We
now.
are not. This is a real podcast. You were showing up at the end of the podcast.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm
15
surprised.
more
Surprised
minutes.
cameo, someone you never heard of.
Yes, we
Special
alluded to
guest.
you earlier. Our
Zach
special
Hadel.
guest, Zach, that'll be here every week. Fuck you, you're being here, and
I have
he
no
will
problem with
always
that.
show up. 15 minutes left into the podcast. This is a guarantee.
The fuck was I talking about?
You were talking about the edible story and
Avengers
Endgame.
Endgame.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So basically, me and my high school buddy of mine, we took a bunch of edibles. I think like 400 milligrams of shit, and we started like rushing over to the movie theater before like it kicked in, and of course we were walking. Yeah. So we get to the theater, we get our shit, we sit down, we get our popcorn and fucking drinks, and like it kicked in on the perfect time. Like as soon as I sat down, I'm like So I was ready for this. And I look over to my friend and he's about to fall asleep. Let's call him Tommy. So Tommy was like fucking eyes are barely open. He he's looking at the theater and all like the fucking advertisements and trailers that's happening, and he's like, what the fuck? And he's looking at me, he's like, what's going on? I don't understand him. He's a fucking idiot.
Are you real?
Yeah, he's an idiot. God, he needs to take drugs more. He's so uncool when he does that. Anyways, the movie starts and we're watching it. It was like the beginning scene where Iron Man is just like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I'm stuck in space. Oh man, is that Captain Marvel?
The way that happens.
Yeah, that's a pretty opt. No, that's definitely happened. That's definitely what happened in
So
Endgame.
here's the thing: Captain Marvel arrives. The fire alarm goes out.
Huh?
Yeah, the
Fire alarm goes off.
It goes
Okay.
off and starts blaring like crazy. And we
Ooh.
thought this was part of the surround sound movie experience. It's
Yeah.
like, damn, you can really hear the alarm going off. It's like the ship is gonna explode. What's gonna happen?
No way.
What's-
5D experience.
Fuck, I did. It's the
did
4D
Marvel-
experience.
Yeah,
that
did
we
Captain
were
Marvel
expecting.
like almost blow up the ship? Like, what's going on? No,
Yeah.
it's just the fire alarm goes off and we're looking at each other. It's like, man, this is really loud. The lights
Yeah.
go off. The movie stops and we're like, oh shit, this is real.
Yeah.
And we're going at the theater and we're just fucking laughing like crazy. Like we're a couple of arsonists walking out of the crime scene.
Police stop you. They're like, excuse me, why are you like? Were you the one who did it?
Oh my god.
And we're across the street waiting for the fire department to come in, and apparently just one of the employees like noticed that the popcorn machine started to burn. I think like some of the kettle got like really burnt
Yeah.
and it caught on fire and got smoky.
Oh, yeah.
So the fire alarm went off and they were like, well, we can't actually contain this. Holy shit, this is getting a lot. So they like unplugged it and just backed away. Fire department dealt with it. They reset the whatever. We went back and watched our movie and that was it. He fell asleep. As soon as we sat back down, he fell back asleep.
Jesus Christ, what a lightweight.
Yeah. We get to the end of the movie. It's like, man, that was a great experience. Like I really enjoyed that, especially when, just like I couldn't retain any of that. What did you think, Tommy? And he's just sitting here, he's like, I have no idea what happened.
I had the weirdest dream that Captain Marvel nearly burned down the movie theater.
Captain Marvel showed up on the movie screen, looked me dead in the eyes, and started bleeding.
She said a bunch of random numbers and words, and then the screen turned
She
off.
said my birthday and the day I'm gonna die.
Oh my
She
god.
flashed my IP address to the entire audience.
Need to cancel Captain Marvel. She leaked my identity.
I don't know. Or
yeah.
we can head back to the cyberpunk discussion, which was like our first.
No, this will be another episode.
This will be
Fucking, we're
another-
putting that on the separate episode.
That'll be another episode. Is the cyberpunk discussion?
Yeah,
That'll.
it'll be the start to the next episode when you're actually on time.
Can we call this?
Right.
Can we call this episode "Sucking on Nosferatu's Mustache"?
It's gonna be something like that, or Captain Marvel's
Okay.
4D experience, or some shit.
Captain Marvel exposes your IP address.
Something like
I
that.
feel like I have to
I'll think of
watch
something funny.
Nosferatu now just to understand what it is you guys are talking about.
Oh,
Well,
yeah. Nosferatu was a movie.
It was a movie. Okay, that's good to hear.
Oh, have you
I
not
only know
seen it?
about
I
the
need to
one
see
fucking
it.
image where like one of the actors is like leaning against the fucking sarcophagus, and it looks like he's like trying to act casual. as if he was trying to steal it or something. I can send the fucking. Oh no, it's a podcast. This is not a visual medium.
I'll throw it up on the screen. Fuck you.
We already.
Billy,
I already
from
told.
the Please Stop Talking podcast.
I already
who
told-
won't fucking add visuals to their fucking.
We'll
I
be
already
better
told
than that.
Architect to put in that clip from Lethal Company when we were screaming at Sock
yeah.
that they're gay.
Gay, you're
Yeah.
gay. You just falling around and he's crying and sobbing and shit. And am I gonna play it over this as well, just because fuck you?
Yeah, more work for you. Isn't that great?
No, it's fine. It's fine. I doubt it'll be that hard to do that. That'll just feel like the ghostly like screams of the damned screaming, "You're gay! You're gay! You're gay!" It'll be pretty funny. I think it'll work out fine. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know. If you could like isolate that and put it in the background with some reverb.
Yeah, it'll sound pretty good.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
I think it would go great.
But
Good.
Anyway, Zach, do you have any
that's a
funny
good question.
stories?
Funny
I don't know.
things?
Not a whole lot happens to me. It's usually just small encounters or less stories and just like.
What is the gayest experience you've ever had? There you go. There's your topic.
shit,
fuck
fuck.
you.
I feel like this is a bad question.
So little.
No.
Shit, have I done anything? I don't think I've done anything with my life ever since I got out of like middle school. I'm gonna be honest.
Damn.
Did I think of?
I thought you were going to say that
Okay,
one.
my gayest experiences were probably like talking with a coworker that I really, really liked late at night, but that's not like a funny story. That's just me and the person I really liked being around talking.
Oh. Oh.
And it's usually how it went like how any of our late night discussions usually go. The more serious late night discussions.
Which, if you subscribe to our Patreon, you can get an extra 30
We do not have
minutes.
a Patreon.
Extra 30 minutes of uncut edited audio of
Yeah.
the please.
Where we say every kind of slur in the dictionary.
Yes, of course. Not me, of course.
Including all the fictional ones.
Yeah.
Just
Can,
telling
can
everyone
we
choom.
can we get a Patreon extended cut and it's just me on a chair reading a thesaurus of slurs?
No, just yeah, of course, of course.
Same thing with me, but it's
this
actually
is
just
how
a
we get the
thesaurus.
ads. Fuck.
No, you just reading a thesaurus will put me to sleep.
Yeah, that's the point.
Yeah.
Why do you think people listen to podcasts? It's either
so true.
to
Yeah, this is what they pay for.
it's either
Guys,
to go to
this is therapy.
sleep
So we can read
or to like feel like you have friends because you don't have a social life. Case in point, me.
Well, that's just kind of sad.
Yeah,
That's just kinda
exactly.
sad, not gonna lie.
Exactly. Why would you listen to
No.
other people talk? That's boring.
So this is the
well,
first and last episode Zach is going to be starring in.
Yeah, we're gonna remove him.
This is the first and last episode in
just-
general.
no,
Yeah,
no,
I don't know,
definitely
you-
not that.
Like, I hate to bring in like controversy to our podcast,
Real life
but
politics.
like, it just got really sad for no reason.
That's what it's like being. That's what it's like being around me.
No. Well,
Awesome.
you see, we just got to throw a few wrenches in there and we'll turn that sad frown upside down and
Are you gonna throw a wrench in my head? Is that what you're implying?
don't worry about it. You won't expect it, but it will happen. It will happen
We're gonna
eventually.
lobotomize you with a wrench. How do you feel about that?
That might be that might be better for me in the long run. I'll be honest.
Yeah,
No.
I think
I'm not even going to be sneaky about it. I'm just going to walk up to you and hit you with your
I'm not gonna
brush.
recognize you because I
Pretty
don't know what
funny.
you look like.
I'm gonna walk up to you in Pride Month. Is like, hey, you know what that means? And I grab your chin and then
Jesus Christ.
Incredible.
Any other last minute funny things that we want to add to the podcast before we close out for the night? Anything? Any funny thing?
Editor, cut that
Funny
out,
noises.
please.
cut that out.
Cut what out?
No. I'm not cutting anything. Fuck you.
Editor,
I'm
cut
the
this
editor.
out.
Fuck you. I'm not
All
cutting
right,
it
cut out
out.
Jekyll saying cut it out.
I'm gonna cut you out. I'm gonna cut you and
Can
paste
you
you at the
cut
beginning.
in
That'd be-
the
that'd
just
be
funny
pick a
noise and
random
then cut it
time.
out? And I love it that we talk
That'd be
over
better
each
for
other.
everyone.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Not adding subtitles. Are we gonna add subtitles to the podcast for the visual listeners?
We can't just keep doing the
Yeah, we're into the cast.
This is not enticing.
Enticing.
What do we have to offer that makes us better than every other white man podcast in existence? Yeah. Okay. All right. We got 2 minutes left of this. We got to wrap this up. So where can we find you lovely other gentlemen and others at where can we find you? Where are you on? What do you want to plug? What do you want to show? Give to the audience who stick around for an hour and 15 minutes of us figuring out what the fuck we're doing with our podcasts. Anyone?
Choose someone to go first.
Anyone
You
plug
can't just say, hey, all three of you, because then we're going to either...
All right. Okay.
I'll go first. I'll
I'm
volunteer.
Architect. You can find me basically anywhere spelled A7CHITECT on anywhere. I'm Architect. I'm on Blue Sky. I'm on YouTube. I do shit. Yeah. Go follow me. Maybe. I don't know. You can do it if you want to. I don't really care. Yeah. Bagel. Where can people find you? What do you do?
You can find me on YouTube at Serious Bagel. I make edits of streamers I enjoy. And
Come on, you gotta spice up a little bit. Yeah, you gotta embellish things a little bit.
Pardon me. You can find me at Serious Bagel on YouTube.com. And I sometimes stream.
Now you just sounded
Sometimes.
like Deku. Now you just sound like Deku.
Hey, puppy.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay.
All right, that's
Very
plug
Jekyll,
done.
where can people find you?
I'm gonna hit you two with a wrench, Bagel. I'm gonna come to Spain. I'm just gonna walk up in front of your door, knock, and say hello.
Then
and hit
you
you with a
can
wrench.
kidnap the both of us and then tie us back to back in a chair and smack the both of us over our head.
I don't really have anything
All
to
right,
plug,
Zach,
to be
you want to
honest.
plug your shit even though you've barely been in here?
No.
What do you want to plug?
I have
Okay.
nothing. Don't try and find me. I will actually kill you in real life.
I just put on your Amazon wish list.
Damn.
What?
Yeah, put your Amazon wish
Wait,
list.
Amazon, I don't
Buy
have an
things from
Amazon.
them.
I don't have an Amazon wish list.
plug
That's
your-
like I'm a
plug
boring
your
person. I
Amazon
have no
wish list.
ambitions.
Oh my god, this is great.
Hey,
yeah,
guys,
we'll definitely
if-
have an episode 2 of this. I assure you, there will be.
With
Hey
more
guys,
me,
if you
starting
subscribe to
arguments.
the Patreon, we can finally buy Zach a better microphone and sound pads.
I'll get one. I will get a new one. When I get paid Friday.
All right. Well, we definitely don't know what the fuck we're doing with our podcast, but we're surely going to figure it out in the next episode. Thank you for watching / listening, and we'll maybe do another episode. I don't fucking know. We'll figure it out
This
as
is
time goes
really
on.
selling hard.
I know, right? We're so
we'll
good at
figure it
this.
out.
How about I
All
do
right.
the outro?
Okay, buddy. Go ahead.
All right. Thanks everybody for watching.